How we doing out there? I'm serving to the Most High. I know, a lot of people out there that wonder. I'm talking to the pastors and I'm talking to everybody out there. The point of the understanding of just being in kind of a blind spot, and nobody really realizes that they are, and in a blind spot. The understanding of the Father waking me up, waking a lot of people up, and just trying to keep the evil part of the world from expanding to a point where you don't understand where you're going, because that's what's happened. And they've done it in every effective way that I could possibly find, from the food sources to your phone to your electric bill. And the thing about it is that a lot of people don't understand that how that psychological witchcraft and religious witchcraft and the people that are really good at it. I know the understanding is tough to really perceive. But the thing about it is when the veil gets dropped and the Father more or less takes his hands off things to see that how everybody motivates like kind of like a mime. You think that you're going through the world in motion with it, but you're out of sync. And the way that you understand that you stay in sync with the Father, like I talked about the pastors that walked away from their first love. It's not a gouge or me, the understanding of saying, okay, you're a bad person, you did this, you did that. Look, you got to understand how Satan has been working all this time. And a lot of people say, from one extreme to the next. It's the point of mammon and how it physically restrains you from doing whatever God's natural law would be. A lot of people don't understand that. Let me give you a little shot of the the destruction of the temple and the signs before the end. And really realize what the Father's saying, okay? And as some spake of the temple, how it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts, he said, as for these things which ye behold, the days will come, and that which there shall not be left one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what signs will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye do not be deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. And the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commutations, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues, and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your advisers shall not be able to gnash, nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some you shall be caused to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. And your patience possesses ye your souls. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, they know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them watch are in Judea, flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon the people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into the nations of Jerusalem, and shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles is fulfilled. You know, we hear of things coming, and we hear of things that's always going on: wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, pestilence, diseases. And we've seen these things. And I always say this, that, I don't get woke up for just any reason. But the thing about it is that you have to really realize that the veil has been dropped. And you're not seeing maybe this word that I'm reading now. And the pastors, the veil has been dropped. The reason why is because, the small part of prosperity will lull you into a kind of a sleep. And you're comfortable with that sleep. And whenever I was mentioning put away the word and speak from your heart, it's not speaking, you're not speaking from the heart. The Father's speaking from the heart. And that reawakens you to do more things for the people, to open the doors wider. Even if you don't, you have to tear the front doors down. You have to understand that the people have a hunger because they're lost. They are totally lost. And the more educated you get about the digital currencies, about building the United States into a prison, and just being understanding at this point in time, when you're spending time with the Father, all of you should spend time with the Father. I know that it seems like you can't get an hour a day or a minute a day or what. Take it. Precepts, statutes, commandments, testimonies. Psalms 119. All those psalms in there are prayers. And the Father knows exactly all the evil that's going on at this time. Because he said, okay, they want to live with the flesh, I'll just take my hand off and let my servants and the people that'll wake up herald for the Father. And Jesus, if you're not saved and you don't know how to get there from here, find a pastor and talk with him. Try to get something done and committed to, the Father. Because it's not a time to be waiting around. I can tell you that. Now, I see something, there was something said yesterday that put in my mind October. And these things that they're putting into place, the IRS and everybody's got control of what you've got now. AI's got control of everything possibly known to man. And they say that this is going to work. You got to understand how this thing's going to be turned against you in every way. From the IRS on them 2 cents to the point of the foods that you're going to eat, and the cattle companies that are being shut down, the processing plants that are being shut down. I had this epiphany from the Father. It wasn't an epiphany; it was actually an insight to what was going to come. And my goal was always to have genuinely good food processing plants, and also to be able to help take care of the elderly and the infirmed. And the point of organic vegetables. And it can be done and it can be given to everybody. But the thing about it is, the upper echelon wants to use this processing system to this people here in the United States so they can live overseas and have an income or a drain, the energy drain on you. So realize, people, what's coming. It's not by happenstance. It's executed and performed. Satan knew what he was doing. He was after the children because guess what? In the 60s, 70s, and 80s, how everything was being turned over and him taking over and everybody walking away from the Father and living in the world of mammon and living of this world. You can't really understand that how it's executed to the point of taking your children away from you. You can see what CPS has done. You can see what the government's done, the state's done, and what they allow. Well, you're your own planet. You're with God. God's natural law is all there is. No other thing matters. And they just want you to seem like it really matters, that their agenda matters because they have some kind of ownership of you. Understand, they don't own you. It's the point of where you let them have ownership. A lot of people say, okay, well, the birth certificate and all this. Hey, look at here. When you turn and walk away and say that nobody has ownership of me except for the Father, all contracts are null and void. Now, doing contracts when you can't see what's on your cell phone or through your computer and your laptop, well, you're making contracts out there. Those are sold contracts that you might be signing. So understand how this works, people. I don't sign anything unless it's across the table after I've already read it. And they don't want you to know this. They just want you to see that everything's okay, everything's just fine, everything's hunky-dory. It's not. None of this is fine. And the point being is, what do? Well, you got to stop and take a look around and see what's happening in your world. I talk to the pastors because the pastors can have a voice, but it has to be from the heart at this point in time. The word, you can give some scripture, but it has to be from the heart. But anyways, I've got y'all for about 15 minutes. I'm going to shoot this now because YouTube is holding all my videos up for hours or days. So I'll shoot this early, get it out there and see if it gets out there this afternoon. But just remember that the Father loves you very much. You are loved beyond imagination. You are the children of God. You just got to step back away from this world. I know it's all pressured up because buy a house, buy this, buy that. But, I never believed in this system. I never even wanted a house. I don't know why. I just never did. But understand that how all this is pushing against you and keeping you in fear and keeping you spun up. Now, that's Satan. And as long as he can keep you in fear and spun up about, oh, they're going to come and do this and oh, they're going to come and do that, When you spend time with the Father, you nullify all that. So just realize that you're loved beyond measure, okay? Spend time with the Father. Spend time in precepts, statutes, commandments, testimonies. Walk behind Jesus. Walk in righteousness. And you go, whoa, that's kind of hard to do. It's not. It's really not. Because guess what? You are not of this world. This is your world, okay? It was created for you, not for other principalities to push you down, and that's Satan, the prince of the air. So understand how this is working, people. Anyways, I'll get off here. I love you guys. The Father loves you very much. Keep Jesus on your lips. Anyways, I'm servant of the Most High. Y'all have a good one.